What are some ways that misinformation or disinformation can affect voter turnout? And what are ways that we can combat that?
Yeah, well, misinformation and or disinformation, it really impacts confirmation bias, right? So, like, if for example, I say that there's a candidate that I already might have some pre-existing like notions about, or maybe I don't care for already. If I see news about this person, about this candidate, that is it helps confirm like my biases already. It's already not something that is accurate. Maybe it's misinformation. Maybe it's something deliberately put. Then that can help kind of change my perception. Maybe I'll share it with other people who are indifferent, maybe about this candidate. Maybe they're ambivalent. So misinformation it's the way it's spread now. So it's spread so rapidly and so widespread that it can impact people like voters who are maybe not for one other, maybe for one side, maybe for another side. So yeah, I mean it has a lot of impacts, especially with how prevalent social media is nowadays.
Okay. And now let's talk about the difference. How do you differentiate between misinformation and disinformation? Because they're not the
Right.
same thing.
Yeah, no, they're not the same. Misinformation is more so uh, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe the person didn't mean to put it out there. Maybe it's just something that's completely inaccurate. But disinformation is more so deliberately when you're talking about bad faith, bad actors who are putting out malinformation, information that's not good, or information that you know is wrong, and you're deliberately doing it to maybe influence an election or influence opinions. That's the key difference. The key difference is intent.
Okay. And now every time the conversation about misinformation and disinformation comes up,
Mm,
it seems a lot of the onus is on voters in the community and just
mm,
people that consume information to be responsible and name the difference.
mm.
But what are some ways that, political officials, people running for office, can be responsible as well in the realm of disinformation, and how can we hold them accountable?
Well, the best part of holding them accountable is that we all sort of have a microphone nowadays. Like with social media, we're all able to. So it for better or for worse, we have that microphone, right? Like it. I know we always talk about like, okay, well, people are spreading misinformation, they're doing this, but we can also do it kind of in reverse as well. Like we can actually speak out and say like, hey, this is something that we know to be incorrect, and we can tag our officials. We can post in your comments, and more often than not, somebody, if it's not the elected official, somebody on their staff will see this and they'll be like, okay, maybe we need to fix it, maybe we can change something. So we can put that pressure kind of in the reverse. Like it's not all bad. We can also take some of that power back and hold their feet to the fire and hold them accountable. Whether that's on social media, whether that's calling the office, whether that's writing letters, you can do all these sorts of things.